date is a really ancient crop originating in the Middle East, so domesticated first probably about 2,500 BC, starting when around now what is Iran and Iraq, and spreading throughout initially North Africa and in the Middle East towards Pakistan, becoming well established there and in southern Europe by about 500 AD. So the date palm is a really interesting tree biologically. It's dioecious, meaning it has both male and female or distillate and staminate individuals. Artificial pollination is necessary for good crop and is documented in bas reliefs dating back to minus 1800 BC from Assyria. And it also is a interesting crop because it's pretty tolerant to saline conditions, although extreme saline conditions can result in death. It's also pretty tolerant of cold temperatures and really very tolerant of high temperatures, can withstand temperatures up to about 50 degrees C. So it's one of the more heat-tolerant crop plants. So, as I stated a few minutes ago, although it's probably our most saline-tolerant perennial crop, it does have, some amount of susceptibility to saline conditions. So, one of the allied species, related species, which is Phoenix pallidosa, is generally naturalized closer to the ocean than the true date palm Phoenix dactylifera. So there's a potential that it's actually more adapted to saline conditions than Phoenix dactylifera. So one proposed project we have is to screen some of the Phoenix dactylifera maintained in this date palm gene bank with the few individuals Phoenix pallidosa that we have, see if there is indeed more salt tolerance of Phoenix pallidosa, and then try and figure out the genetic mechanisms behind this. And so that project hasn't started yet, but it's a proposed project that I've discussed with a couple of people. One of my pet peeves is when people refer to the crop as a date palm. The crop is date. When talking about citrus, we don't talk about a crop of citrus trees. We talk about a crop of citrus, the economic part. So in the case of dates, we're not growing date palms. They are just the vehicle to produce the dates. Anyway, having gotten that off my chest,